Hafa Guam, this is Weekend Edition. I'm Jason Salas. Thank you so much for watching or streaming us. We hope you're having a pleasant island weekend. Well, in our top story, one man allegedly sexually assaulted or attempted to sexually assault 4 children over the span of several years. 46-year-old Richard Ignacio Uggan was arrested and charged with first-degree criminal sexual conduct as a first-degree felony, second-degree criminal sexual conduct as a first-degree felony, 3 counts of second-degree criminal sexual conduct as a first-degree felony, attempted second-degree criminal sexual conduct as a first-degree felony. According to court documents, the victims' ages range between 7 and 15 during the time of the alleged incidents. The alleged abuse of one victim occurred when she was just 6 years old between 2007 and 2008. The most recent alleged incident took place in May of this year with a victim who was 13. Uggan was questioned by police and admitted to sexually assaulting or trying to sexually assault the victims. Also tonight, among the many impacts of COVID-19 are it can make kids anxious and stressed, which in turn may lead to behavioral issues. Pediatrician Dr. Michael of the Governor's Physicians Advisory Group explained on our Containing COVID program.
The kids definitely pick up on what the parents are feeling. And so I've seen kids in clinic that act just a little more, I don't know, maybe a little more jittery, a little more nervous in clinic than I've seen in the past. And so that's something that's kind of new and kind of.
Now, he did say public schools are organizing a behavioral and wellness support program for students made possible through $40 million in federal education stabilization funds. The good doctor also said parents are obviously worried about their kids catching coronavirus, but from national stats and what he's seen in his own clinic, children do better than adults when fighting COVID-19.
I've seen a couple kids who were tested positive, and I was just amazed at how well they appeared. You know, the story was something along the lines of, you know, they didn't really have a fever, they had a cough, maybe threw up once, but when I saw them, they were running around. Nobody would look at the kid and say, "Oh, yeah, that kid, you know, there's something going on."
Dr. said GDOE reached out to the Physicians Group for help in implementing the emotional and behavioral wellness support for public school students. Regionally on Wednesday, CNMI Delegate Gregorio Kilili Sablan briefed the Senate Committee on Energy and Natural Resources, explaining the impact of COVID-19 to U.S. territories. In part, he commented on future industries amid a financial blow to tourism.
I think we must face the reality that we may never again exclusively base our economy on short-term mass tourism and find alternatives. For instance, our robust cable connections and the competitive advantage of our time zone. Just this month, the Colorado-based IntelliSecure Inc. began hiring for a cybersecurity operation in the Northern Marianas. We could grow our existing educational facilities, which already attract long-term stay students from Korea and other Asian locations. We could obtain new classes or visas that would permit longer-term second home homeowners in the Marianas.
Delegate Sablan also urged for the swift passage of the HEROES Act in the Senate. Staying with regional headlines, our Tomas Manglona spoke with the Zotenkizu Public Library up in Saipan, where they're holding steady and ensuring access to educational materials, as well as revamping their summer programs amid the coronavirus pandemic. Here's more.
The Zotenkizu Public Library on Saipan is marking its pause in this chapter of the pandemic. It's a story they hope to only tell once. Director Erlinda Naputi.
Closed for about 2 months. We had to furlough 8 of our employees. Unfortunately, it's something that we, hope not to happen, but it did, and we are very saddened by the fact that we had to let them go. But we're working with some grantors to see if we could get some of our personnel back.
As their doors reopen, they're turning the page.
We've served actually 795 patrons since we first opened. We processed 202 library card applications, and we've registered 542 families for our summer program Packet to Go.
They're continuing their mission, aiming to keep summer story time, cultural events, and programs as safe as possible.
We limit access of patrons to the library. We maximize at 25 patrons per activity, including parents, and we have a temperature check at the main entrance, hand sanitizer and plastic gloves just to protect the things that they touch in the library.
They want everyone to know they're here to help.
The library is here for the community, especially in time of need. And right now we are needed by the community. School's been out, we're here. We have the resources that some of the students need to read books. We have the resources for some of the students to access the computer. And the library is important.
That message, a major bookmark for everyone's new normal. Their staff also had one more message to share this weekend.
Happy Liberation Day from the Joten Kizu Public Library.
Tomas Manglotnya for KUAM News on Saipan.
All right, thank you so much, Tomas. Up next, a report about a professional barber from Los Angeles who's worked on hits from Netflix like 13 Reasons Why, Dolomite Is My Name, and the upcoming show All American. And he's also got roots to Guam. Our Jodo Gacharfer sat down with DC Diego, who wraps up his first trip to the island.
Dane Christian Diego, or DC, has been cutting hair for about 17 years and has been licensed for about 12.
It always started off, just practicing with just, some of my little brothers, some little cousins. And, it was just like, next thing I knew, it was, once my dad actually started asking me, like, hey, boy, can you cut my hair? Like, yeah, of course, so once I started to kind of elevate, in skill set, and just people that actually wanted a haircut. I definitely knew I was onto something.
He's on island for the very first time, and it's a trip that's long overdue.
Well, my father, he was born and raised in Guam. So we're the Diego Flores family. And so the moment I came to Guam, this is my first time to Guam. I don't tell a whole lot of people that. I let them kind of just assume, people think I'm born and raised here, because, back home in the Bay Area, we have a huge Chamorro family out there. And so we haven't been to the island, but for the most part, we were all raised in Chamorro households.
When it came to barbering, DC continued to hone his craft up until he went to college, where he was cutting hair in the dorms. Many of them were athletes who eventually made their way to the NFL.
And at the time, I didn't think anything of it. I was just a regular old, Chamorro husband, providing for my family. That was all, I ever kind of thought it was, and it just kind of kept going. I ended up getting my degree in criminal justice from San Jose State, and of course, my parents, they weren't the happiest, of course, they put a lot of money into me going to college, but in the back of my mind, I always kind of knew that barbering was always kind of like my passion.
He was a personal barber for actor Derek Luke for the Netflix hit 13 Reasons Why. Once the season wrapped up, his lifelong dream came to fruition. He opened up his very own barbershop in 2016, Headhunters. 3 days later, he got called for season 2 of 13 Reasons Why. He attributes the ability to balance the business and the movie industry work to his incredible team at the shop.
Working in the movie industry, it really kind of worked both ways because, while I was working in the movie industry, everybody was kind of trying to figure out, oh, who's this guy? Who's this guy? He just opened up a barbershop. Let's go check it out, So we became a really big name in our area.
During his visit, Cut Guam hosted a couple of seminars for the island's barbers and stylists, and DC was able to speak and share his experiences. It's something that has been a dream of his to do.
I remember I started following a lot of shops, and I started noticing, I was like, wow, these guys got some skills, I was like, but there's a lot, there's a big skill set here on the island. And I was like, why, God, these guys need to get, known, as much as possible, so I thought, these guys just needed a little bit of exposure, and what better person to do it, absolutely, if I have a platform to do it, I want to get back to my people every chance I get,
So did he have any advice?
I was just in Iran, cutting up all my uncles, 10 grandchildren, and I was like, guys, I'm a Chamorro boy just like you. If I could do it, you can do it too. We were built on a certain foundation of hard work, a great work ethic, being humble, and just putting out a great product, and that's something that just comes very natural to us Chamorros.
And though he's sad to leave, he hopes to make trips out to Guam a yearly thing with his wife and kids.
This trip for me, it was, to absolutely go see family, but really I wanted to make it a very nice transition for my family to come to Guam, visit their family in Iran. My wife, she's from Agana Heights, And, you know, I wanted them, you know, to be able to know where both their mom and dad's family come from. Seriously, it's been literally probably one of the most eye-opening experiences of my life.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Jonagan Charfris.
All right, thank you, DC, for sharing your story with us. We wish you and your family the very best. Please stay tuned, friends, because when Weekend Edition returns, we've got trend spotting and much more.
Get up-to-the-minute news, plus access to alerts, streaming radio, promotions, and more on your mobile device by downloading the KUAM News mobile app, available at the App Store now.
For the safety of our customers and our associates, we wipe down our areas and continuously we wipe down after each customer.
For safe social distancing, we also added 6 feet space markers.
Social distancing may be the new norm, but connection will always be our tradition. Through good times and tough times, we remain connected with you. Masks may be the new fashion, but protection will always be our style. You can always count on us to protect the things that matter the most. Sanitizing may be the new routine, but caring will always be our practice. We care about your loved ones and the things you value the most. And as we welcome our new normal, one thing remains certain. We will always be here for you. We're open and ready to serve you. Calvo's Insurance, a legacy of trust.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
Join KUAM News every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. on TV8 and streaming live on the KUAM News Facebook page for In Full Zoom, a half-hour program zooming in on efforts to rebuild Guam's economy. Nestor Lecanto will interview a panel of guests from the business sector via Zoom to discuss their ideas and suggestions on how the island can rebound from the devastating blow from COVID-19. From struggles to strategies to get Guam back on the road to economic recovery. Check out In Full Zoom Wednesdays on KUAM Digital and KUAM TV8 at 6:30 p.m. In Full Zoom is presented to you by Calvo Enterprises, Inc. Check KUAM.com or our mobile news app for additional showtimes.
Why pay full price? We'll help you save. Check out KUAM deals on KUAM.com/deals for the island's hottest promos, sales, discounts, and so much more. KUAM deals exclusively on KUAM.com. Find your deals today and let us help you save.
Revealing the coronavirus is still out there, but we're moving forward, hopefully with more precaution than ever before. Hafa-day, I'm Adriana Cotero, and this is Trend Spotting. We were comfortable for so long with little to no positive COVID-19 tests reported, but after a spike last week, more tests are revealing more cases. This prompted additional mass testing sites this week, which drew out hundreds of residents. On Wednesday, there were 10 cases reported and another 13 by Thursday morning. And this week, we were waiting for the results from positive tests that came back last week from the Department of Corrections and the Guam Police Department. Last weekend, an officer of the Delegate precinct came back positive for the virus. That meant officers from the precinct had to get tested and stay home waiting for results. GPD shuffled cops from other precincts to Delegate to ensure the most populated village on island was still covered. Here's what you had to say. Jessica Hernando says, I think if a person is positive for COVID, all family members living in the same house becomes PUI, meaning they should not go out in public for 14 days and monitor themselves if they will develop symptoms. Pam Cruz says, so what is GPD doing? Is public health working with GPD for contact tracing? All those cops who were exposed should get tested because they serve and respond to public. One of our top fans writes, I don't understand this. Positive and isolated at home to spread to family members? What happened to quarantine? Why is it that hotels are only for incoming flights? Thanks to COVID, education on island came to a screeching halt. And now that a new school year is around the corner, possibly August 11th, the Department of Education got its options for families approved by the school board. The basic framework is to offer 3 curriculum models for parents to choose from. One option is 100% online learning at home. Another is home learning with hard copy instructions. And the last option is a traditional face-to-face in-class learning blended with at-home learning, with students placed in alphabetical cohorts following an A, B, C, and repeat schedule Monday through Thursday. As for Fridays, this day will be open for parent-teacher conference time. This got you talking. One viewer writes, will GDOE work with employees who have school-aged children attending public schools in regards to scheduling them within the same group, A, B, C, so that there are no issues with childcare for the days that they don't attend classes? Lori says, I registered my daughter and filled out the model of learning registration at her school. She is homeschooled with hard copy. She is not going to school to risk her being exposed to the virus. You can never be too sure, and I'm not risking my daughter who has asthma. Another viewer writes, I don't think it's safe to open up the school just yet. Is it worth risking the children's getting sick? Can you guarantee their safety? COVID has injured our main economic engine, leaving hundreds out of work in the tourism industry. While we're waiting to welcome back visitors, the Subaki Tower opened its doors to island residents. The newest Tuman Hotel touts itself as being an ambassador of Guam's culture and hospitality. They're bringing it with the Gadao Lounge and the Fanhuli Bar, an even children's area that offers Chamorro dances and storytelling. And you're in luck because the resort is offering special opening packages until the end of July. Head to the Subaki Tower website to check it out. Let's close this off with one more COVID-19 related story. After 25 years in federal prison, Hanafrey Chargaloff is a free man. District Court Chief Judge Francis Tidinko Gatewood granted him compassionate relief after he contracted COVID-19 in his California prison cell. Chargaloff was sentenced to 44 years in prison on drug charges. As a reformed man, he and others have campaigned to get him released sooner. A pre-existing health condition plus the virus helped spur his release. Tidinko Gatewood also praised Chargaloff for helping raise his children despite his many years of incarceration. One of our top fans, Victoria, says, so great to know you're finally with your family. Good luck and continue to live a peaceful life now. Another top fan, Francis, says, good luck and God bless you. And Judy says, beautiful family, God bless. Jim says, this man paid his dues. I'm glad his sentence was commuted. Faith Noble says, thank you for covering this on my dad. Another viewer writes, God is great. Following that same sentiment, Elsa says, wow, God is great. And Jeffrey says, congrats, free man. Frank Chargaloff, congratulations, primo. That's it for this week's Trend Spotting, but let's remember to mask up, practice social distancing, and wash our hands. We'll see you here next week. I'm Adriana Cotero. Adios.
We are open to serve you at Cars Plus Guam. Need a quick service for your vehicle? Visit our express lane at Cars Plus. Done fast, done right. No appointment needed. Our service team is dedicated to helping you get your vehicle in and out of the shop and back on the road quickly and securely. Simply drop off your vehicle at our express lane driveway, and one of our service advisors will take care of it. Need a ride? Not to worry. We have a shuttle vehicle ready to drop you back home and pick you up when your vehicle is ready. Open Monday to Saturday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit us today. We are open to serve you.
King's welcomes you back with our King's Time value menus, full of great deals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We hope to see your family soon at King's.
For the Love of Burgers is back with 6 of our most popular burgers, each for just $9.99 for a limited time at Ruby Tuesday Guam.
Take the party home with our new Get It To Go menu. Combo specials and kids meals, pizza, wings, and more. Now available for carryout at Chuck E. Cheese's Guam.
Restrictions may be relaxing, but our coverage won't.
We are still in this together.
At KUAM, we're working harder than ever to bring you the very latest in coronavirus news.
We take our jobs as first informers seriously.
Asking the questions you want the answers to.
So thank you, Guam, for continuing to trust us to keep you informed.
Join us in saluting those making strides and serving in our armed forces every Tuesday on the KUAM News Instagram account. These weekly posts round up profiles of Guamanians receiving accolades in the armed forces, those stationed on Guam making a difference in our community, and veterans being recognized for their service. Presented by Future Smiles Orthodontics. Build a brighter future with a brighter smile.
Graduation is such a momentous occasion, but this year, the class of 2020 will not have the chance to celebrate their achievements in a traditional way. Watch KUAM News Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays during the months of May through July as we feature members of this historic class. Head of the class of 2020, is also featured on a special KUAM News Communications Facebook yearbook album. Let's celebrate the class of 2020 together. Head of the class of 2020 is presented by the Guam Community College and ABC stores.
Welcome back, everybody. McDonald's of Guam is, of course, a family-owned organization, and they brought that very spirit of inafamalig and taking care of our family members here on island to those who are battling coronavirus.
Let's end this show on a good note, shall we? We're going to bring on our girl Davina from McDonald's, and we're going to play some pics here. Davina, of course, you guys have been feeding some frontliners, and as we get the pics up here, Davina, let's just go ahead and start at the beginning, because I know this was a great idea that you probably came up with. How did we?
I wish.
How did we make this decision? Hey, let's go feed some frontliners, and then what was the response when you did?
Well, we're so lucky to be working with a company, McDonald's. Actually, this was nationwide, but it's up to each operator to go ahead and participate with it. And luckily, our owner, Joe Adudu, agreed that we are going to feed for 2 weeks our frontliners. And we did have, set meals. They could choose between 3 different choices. And it all comes in a little Happy Meal box because, that's what it is. We wanted them to be happy even for a short, 5 minutes, 10, 15 minutes that they get to have a break.
I'm curious, what was the number one choice of our frontliners? What from Mickey D's did they really love to eat?
It was a little surprising, but of course, they're healthy. Filet of fish was the top choice, followed by our chicken McNuggets.
Nice. Chicken McNuggets, right? I'm a chicken McNugget kind of guy.
And then, I'm more of a quarter pounder with cheese.
Right, and nuggets.
And nuggets.
Let's talk about when you guys did this, having the staff show up. What was the response from the frontliners, Davina?
Well, overall, majority, they really appreciated it. They were a little surprised and kind of like, is this for real? Are you sure, really? And they said, yes, this is going on. Because, of course, it was on social media on the, U.S. side. And sometimes, understandably, here in Guam, we kind of have to ask, is that special here available? That offer here available in Guam. So, yes, we were proud to say you're going to get the free meal for the frontliners here in Guam and Saipan, too. Mm-hmm. Our 2 stores in McDonald's there, they also participated from the very beginning of our 2-week program.
And I think what's also good about the program that you guys did is the fact that, some of your drive-thrus weren't, closed. So some of these frontliners that work like overnight shift, graveyard shift, they could come in and pick up a meal. So
yes, 4 of our locations did not stop drive-through, the 24 hours drive-through service. Mm-hmm. The only Tumaling, which was had to just open it to up to midnight, and then later on, a few days ago, we were back on 24 hours, also in Tumaling.
All right, Davina, I got a chance to do a great sit-down interview with Mr. Azuzu. We did a cruising, and I really love a lot of his ideas. Really, man, it's such a down-to-earth guy. And, and seeing that you guys have fed these frontliners, I think it's totally in line with everything that, not just Mr. Azuzu is about, but you guys at the McDonald's family. And that's why we wanted to bring you on and recognize you guys as our COVID heroes for the day.
Thank you.
And I know we're not quite frontliners, but if there was ever an idea to feed us, we.
Oh, very easily arranged.
Okay, I just didn't want to let you go without asking.
Yeah, you're essential too, right?
All right, there you go. Hey, you heard that, boss? All right, thank you, Davina. God bless
Thanks,
you.
Davina. Take care.
Wash your hands. Okay.
Thank you. Stay safe.
Okay, bye.
For the safety of our customers and our associates, we wipe down our areas and continuously we wipe down after each customer.
For safe social distancing, we also added 6 feet space markers.
It makes myself and it makes my team members very proud to work for an organization that has been on island for many years with its focus on reliability, dependability, and commitment to the communities that they operate in.
Matson's a great corporate citizen to the community.
We all benefit from any sort of environmental commitment we make. One of the ways that we do that is with our Adahi Utano program. There's action behind it, and so action breeds commitment.
With the Kaimana Hila coming to Guam, this brings a new age and modernization to the island.
It's exciting for me because it's a brand new ship and we can carry more freight into the island. It just shows growth for Guam and Micronesia.
Matson would be nothing without its customers, and we hope to continue to serve you for decades to come.
We're all in this together, and that means we all need to continue to do our part.
Now, we've all done an effective job of containing COVID throughout the Marianas, but we need to continue to maintain to stop the spread.
We can't let our guard down. Each and every one of us are soldiers in this war against COVID-19, and every day is a battle.
It may sound hard to believe, but combating COVID requires us to hold the line every single day by continuing to practice social distancing, wear a mask, and wash your hands.
If there's anything we've learned these past few months is that things can change within hours. We can wake up in the morning hearing there are 0 positive cases, and by the time we go to sleep at night, we can see a spike.
That's why we urge you to please continue the fight, not just for yourself, but for your family and friends.
We can do this together.
Let's all stay ahead of the spread.
This message is brought to you by the KUAM Care Force. Join us in saluting those making strides and serving in our armed forces every Tuesday on the KUAM News Instagram account. These weekly posts round up profiles of Guamanians receiving accolades in the armed forces, those stationed on Guam making a difference in our community, and veterans being recognized for their service. Presented by Future Smiles Orthodontics. Build a brighter future with a brighter smile.
Okay, everybody, your weekend birthday shoutouts go like this. Okay, my friends, it is a holiday weekend, so we all got to do our part. Stay safe, be healthy, and be smart. But we also want to say a very special happy birthday, because born on the 4th of July is Kian. Happy 17th birthday to our handsome grandson. We love you, they say in all caps, and send fireworks your way for your special day. We are proud of you. Reach for the stars. Go Air Force. This comes from Grandma Ree, Mom, Dad, and your brothers and families on Guam, in Texas, and in Washington State. That's a lot of people sending you a lot of love. Happy 17th birthday. Also born on Saturday, Juan Joseph. Happy blessed birthday number 5 to our big boy, JJ. We love you so much from Mommy, Daddy, Maya, Jojo, TJ, Paul Anthony, and the whole family. Juan Joseph, happiest of birthday wishes to you. And on Sunday, July 5th, happy birthday to Harry Vincent Beneventi. Happy birthday wishes to you. And Angel A.C. Sablan also blows out the candles on Sunday, so we hope you have a very restful day. And a very special happy birthday to a member of our family, Pete Anderson. Santa Rita in the house. So happy birthday, Pete. Happy 25th birthday. You look fantastic. All right. To 25-year-old Pete Anderson and all the birthday celebrants out there, if you would like to be a part of the club, completely free and totally awesome, just go to KUAM.com, hit that birthday link, register, and then tune in. It is that simple. Thank you for doing so. And thank you for watching as always, everyone. We appreciate it, and please be safe, be wise, and be good to each other. We'll see you next time.